Hello, welcome back to Let's Talk EFL. I'm Millie.
And I'm James.
And today we're going to give you our predictions for the 24-25 championship table. So the way we're going to format this is we're going to say our bottom three, then we're going to go for our bottom half, then top half up to playoffs, our playoffs, and then our promoted teams. So without further ado, let's get into it. So James, who are your bottom three?
My bottom three consists of 24th place, Stoke City. I think this might be the end of the road for them in the championship this season. I can't really see them doing well in the league. 23rd, I've got Derby County, so straight back down. And 22nd was a tough one for me. It was between two teams, but I've chosen Blackburn. I think it could go to the last day between Blackburn and Oxford. I think Oxford will do the Great Escape on the last day of the season, which will ultimately mean Blackburn are down to League One.
So my bottom three consists of, 24th place, Oxford. I just think that they're going to be a little bit out of their depth in the championship. I hope I'm wrong. I really hope that they can compete in this league, but just based on their transfer activity, I'm not sold on them. So really sorry, but Oxford, bottom of the table for me. 23rd, I've gone for the same as you, Derby County. I think they'll go back down. I don't think they'll be gone for long, but unfortunately, I think the championship just looks really tough this year. And in 22nd, I've also gone for Blackburn Rovers. I think that, especially if they lose Sammy Schmodix, which it looks like they might, Blackburn are going to have a tough time this season. So on to the bottom half, James. Who's your bottom half from 13th down to 21st?
So going from 21st, Oxford United, I think they'll just scrape it by the skin of their teeth in surviving. 20th, Bristol City. I can't see them doing much this season. Probably going to be wrong. 19th, Plymouth Argyle. I think they're still going to have another season in the Championship. It's going to be a tough one this season for them. But they have got some good players that can arise to the occasion when needed. 18th, Preston. I think it's going to be a tough one for them this season. The quality in the Championship is unbelievable. 17th, Cardiff City. Again, don't think that they will play to their full potential. Good squad, but I think they'll struggle this year. 16th, Sheffield Wednesday. Now, this might be a bit controversial, but I think that Wednesday will be quite safe this season. I don't think they'll have the struggles. Danny Roll, the manager, is fantastic. I think 16th would be the worst position that they finish in. 15th, Swansea City. I don't think they're going to do that great. It's going to be just another bog standard season for them. 14th, Portsmouth. Just been promoted. I think this is going to be a very good season for them. I think they'll start off very strongly in the Championship until about Christmas time, where they might start to capitulate a little bit. 13th, Hull City. I think with the sacking of Liam Rosenior, they had a good thing going there. It remains to be seen, but I can't see them doing as well as they did last season. What have you gone for, Millie?
So in 21st, I've gone for Plymouth. So I think that Plymouth will just escape. I'm not convinced with Wayne Rooney. Wayne Rooney being their manager. He's not proven himself. I don't see him proving himself here. But I think that if he doesn't get off to a good start, that Plymouth will probably just end up sacking him anyway and moving on to a better manager. And I think they will survive. 20th, I've gone for Cardiff. Again, not convinced by Cardiff at all in terms of what they've done in the transfer window. 19th, I've gone for Stoke, so not quite relegation, James, but I don't think they're going to have the most outstanding season that they've ever had. 18th, I've gone for Preston. Again, Preston haven't really looked like they were going to challenge for anything last season. They're quite happy being mid-table, but I just think that, well, I don't think they're happy being mid-table. I just think they end up mid-table quite a lot of the time. And just because of the quality in the league at the moment, I don't think it's going to be as easy for them this season. So I'm going for bottom half for them. 17th, I've gone for Hull. Echoing what you say, sacking Liam Rosenior when they had a good thing going I don't think that's going to go well for them. I think that's going to bite them on the backside. 16th, I've gone for Millwall. They do have Macaulay Langstaff now, but he's not proven at this level. So until we see how he turns up, I just think that they're probably going to have a similar season to last season. 15th, I've gone for Swansea. They were also down there in the relegation battle last season, but I think that they will do a bit better this season. 14th, I've gone for Watford, which is a little bit of a fall from grace, to be honest with you, considering they were in the Premier League just a few years ago. But I, again, not convinced by Watford at all. I may be wrong. 13th, I've gone for Bristol City, standard mid-table. What else can I say? So who have you got in your top half, James? From 12th to 7th?
I've gone for Sunderland in 12th, mid-table. I can't see them doing much this season, I have to say. 11th, Queen's Park Rangers. I think Cifuentes, their manager, will get them going, definitely. But I think towards the end of the season, they'll start to run out of steam. In 10th, West Brom. I don't think they're going to do well. I don't think they're going to perform to their standards. I think it's going to be a bit of a disappointing season. 9th, Sheffield United. I think it's going to be a little bit of a fall from grace for them. I don't think they're going to reach playoffs this season. 8th. Now, I think Millwall will finish 8th, and they're going to be dark horses this season with Macaulay Langstaff. I understand he is not proven in this level, but you never know. They've had a good window of signings. Not saying that other clubs haven't, but it really looks like the team will gel better than others, but remains to be seen. And 7th place, Norwich City. I think they're going to finish just outside the playoff places.
I've gone 12th place, Portsmouth. I think they're going to finish mid-table, and it's going to be a really good season for them this year. Just coming up from League One and being out of the Championship for quite a while, I think that they've probably spent enough time building for them to have a decent go at the Championship this season. In 11th, I've got QPR. Again, QPR were in a relegation scrap last year, but I do think that they will perform better this year and they will have a better finishing position. In 10th place, I've gone for Sheffield Wednesday, another team who were in a relegation battle, but they really did show their mettle last season. And I do think that they can build on that and they can have a better go of the whole season this season. In 9th place, I've got Sunderland, another team who I think will perform better than they did last season. But I do think they could go either way. They're either going to do really well this season or really badly. So me putting them in 9th just sort of balances that out for me. In 8th place, I've got West Brom. Echoing what you say, by West Brom standard, this isn't going to be a good finishing place for them. They'll want playoffs at least. Their parachute payments run out now.
Yeah, they've finished now.
So I think that's going to be a big issue for them. I think they'll still be up there somewhere though, and they may be in with a shout. 7th place, I've got Sheffield United. My prediction says that they will finish just outside of the playoffs. So who have you got in your playoff spots?
So from 6th to 3rd, starting off with 6th, I have Watford. I think Watford will do quite well. I think they'll probably start off the season not so well, but then after Christmas, straight up. In 5th place, I've put Coventry City. I just have a feeling that they're going to finish in the playoffs. I really do. I think they've got a really good squad, really good manager. I'll be very shocked if they finished outside the playoffs. In 4th place, I've got Middlesbrough. I think this season they will do very, very well. And in 3rd place, I have Luton. I think they will do quite well this season. Great manager again, decent squad as well. Obviously haven't been able to keep hold of some of their best players, but still a good squad.
Okay, so my playoff places go 6th place, Norwich City. I think they're going to get in it this year again. They might have a better go at it as well this time round. In 5th place, I've got Middlesbrough. I think they're going to have a stronger season and I think they're going to be quite difficult to beat this season. In 4th place, I've got Coventry. Like you, I think it will be a bit of a shock if they're not there or thereabouts. They're definitely always sniffing around. So I think this season could be their season, but that remains to be seen. And in third place, like you, I've gone for Luton Town. I agree. I think the manager gets the best out of average players. So I think he can do that again, even with the players that he has, and I think that they'll get playoffs. So who are your top 2 automatic spots?
In second place, I've gone for Leeds United. I think they will be up there, but they won't win the league. And that leads me to first place, Burnley. I think Burnley are gonna HMSP the league, if I'm being honest with you. I think they're gonna probably break some records, if I'm being honest with you. I've just got that feeling. Could be wrong, could be very wrong. They could get relegated, you never know. But I'm really confident that Burnley will win the championship and Leeds will come second, comfortably second. I'll have you know, there'll be no way that third place will be able to get second on the final day. What about you, Mel?
I've done exactly the same. I've gone second place Leeds United. I'm not convinced that they'll win the league, just because I think Burnley will be the hardest to beat. They usually are. If you're a fan of a championship club and Burnley's in the league, they are very much everyone's bogey team. People will really struggle with them, and they're a bit annoying, if I'm being honest with you. So I think Burnley will go up as champions, and I agree. I think Leeds will be automatically promoted, and I think it will be settled probably with about 3 or 4 games to go, actually. So just circling back round to your playoff teams, who do you think will win the playoffs out of your 4?
I think it's going to be Coventry's season. I think they will get promoted to the Premier League, and we're not going to see them for a while.
And out of my 4, I think I'm going to go with Middlesbrough. Dark horses. Yeah. So I'll go Middlesbrough to win the playoffs.
So that was our championship table predictions. What do you think? Do you agree with us? Do you disagree with us? Let us know in the comments. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We really, really appreciate it. And we will be back next time for our League One table predictions. See ya.
See ya.